not really a surprise, is it? When a show gets basically more than doubled than every other show, there's only one outcome to be expected. Now, Toaru, I've heard bits and pieces about. People have spoken about it. People have. It's been difficult to keep away from people talking about it, I'll put it that way. But that doesn't derail what enjoyment can be had, so let's start a certain magical index. Wide shot of a satellite. Zoom, enhance. We need a better picture. I guess this is an introduction to a character. Yes. See him run away in fear. I think I may be able to understand this character. A life of misfortune. Nothing seems to quite go right. Some of the shows where people have been pushing for quite heavily, I've at least heard a clip of the intro or something. This is not one of those cases. And whenever there's someone in a vat like that, I've always wondered how they breathe, because even going with the usual, it's just heavily oxygenated liquid. Okay? Not quite how it works. Should I assume that this is another battle element type thing? Although if it was like superpowers and they didn't do that, then... Lasagna from hell? He bit off more than he could chew, but at least he had the right idea to begin with. Yeah, piss off. Is it bad misfortune or just bad timing? Bad misfortune, that seems like an oxymoron. And she wasn't particularly running to catch up, but yeah, but only in basically a layman's term is my understanding of how railguns work. Okay. But she would need a medium like a coin or some sort of ammunition to use. Ah, okay, there's the twists I needed. I'm actually trying to save you, delinquent. Stop chasing me. You're going a bit overboard now. And if there's just such an easily calculable power ratio, like level 0s and level 5s, yeah, you can see people getting some sort of god complex quite easily. I wouldn't say that's unharmed. Like I've said in the past, my ability would be the ability of procrastination. Just everyone stops caring and what's the point? Then get distracted by something else. You never lose a fight if the opponent gives up. Does he not have AC? I are credit cards so easily like shattered? If we needed more evidence that this guy's a bit of a loser, tries his best though. Yeah, that could. Yeah, but this one seems to have a face. If you saw someone dangling over your balcony, I would hope you would have a faster reaction than 25 seconds before you realise. Quite an affluent nun. Well, you come to the wrong place. Well, she might speak Japanese, or just needs to know that one phrase. Oh no. Yeah, have my floor food. Is this savior or but? And that is how I lost my arm. At least all that food doesn't go to waste now. If you need anything just cleared out like a garbage disposal, I'm sure there's people out there who could easily eat stuff like that. You stole her food. That's punishable by death. Judgment was enacted quite quickly, I saw. Okay. Well, and they just gave up. A titular name. I used to think that names were. Okay, yeah, go with index actually. I used to think that names that were out of the norm were dumb in all ways, but now my mind has slightly changed. I still think having the name of Apple is really stupid. Okay. I can see that. I see that people have used that insult against him quite a lot, for that being one of the things that he brings up in conversation. It's a more right question, though. You called him a cabal. Oh. But science hasn't evolved rapidly enough to explain how all of this is capable. That's why it's supernatural. So what can she do other than just eat anything? Okay. So he has basically the power of annulment. So that's no use. Atheist. Ha! Take that, atheist. Yeah, you fed her now. Just chuck her off the balcony. I'm sure she'll be fine. Okay. This fabric itself has the power of God and is magic. I really hope she's telling the truth. You shouldn't play with knives. Let's hope you stab a place that's actually covered by cloth. Here, I'll prove that this will say stop anything. Stab. Ah, I found a weakness. He's got a rather nonplussed expression on his face, despite the fact that there's a stranger who appeared on his balcony swinging a knife around. How far away was he sitting? Hello? Is that the police? Ah, the power of God overpowers him entirely. Oh dear. Well, I guess that she chose the wrong religion. Is biting the only attack she knows? She had a knife. I guess he's probably now going to have the Inquisition after him, after what he did to such a vulnerable nun. So the fact that he has the power to undo held together of safety pins, very nice. undo the fabric of this Esper abilities with his hand. But it does mean he actually has to be in a close enough proximity to actually touch things. Yeah, that would be quite bad. How? But is the fact that she's left her headwear on his bed going to be part of anything? Luck is just a virus, and he's gotten all the antibodies to fight it off. So essentially, if she just ditches the clothing, they won't be able to follow her. Wear something else. But I guess that's some sort of blasphemy in that religion. Attacked by Roombas? What a place. Oh yeah, his supplementary lessons because he's dumb. Okay, an education central. So 80% of the population in this place are essentially children. Congratulations, you're dumb enough to have this kid as your teacher. Okay, staying through the night would actually give me the get up and go to not fail. But put in a bit of extra effort to pass the tests. Yeah, he's enjoying it. Hey, look, it's I don't want to name people by names, but if you're on my Discord, you know who that is. And when did the fight on the bridge occur? Are there many people that just have rooftop runs every now and again? Not entirely true, not entirely wrong. Now he's an outcast even more. Would it make you want to actually succeed in class if your teacher starts crying because you did something wrong? Denied. Nope, you will be known as the Bidi Bidi Jugakset. Anybody? I don't get the relation to the frog legs there. I hope those people had insurance on those phones. Ah, that was why his fridge died. Okay, I like that. So the fight isn't over yet. I don't care. You win. Just leave me alone. Oh. Oh no. She's an outlaw now. Why is he running? He was the victim in this situation. Another hard day. The room was at it again. Is she just what? Come back for more food? No, he left it too late. There's nothing that can bring her back now. She was hungry for too long. What happened to the invulnerable to physical attacks? Oh yes, the earrings. Classically, it's how you tell if someone's evil. Top that off with the black clothing and smoking a cigarette. That's all you need to know. No context or anything else needed. Well, it was nice knowing that magical sister he's going to have to phone the church and tell them that Index has been passed away. But in this world, he's fully accepting that people with supernatural abilities exist, and yet magic, because it doesn't have a scientific basis, is an impossibility. That's an interesting, possibly interesting source of story or something. Oh, magic is a thing. I think I just saw a bunny onesie. In a world where students can summon lightning, one man, boy, and his hand. Oh wait, this is starting to sound like an entirely different kind of story. Especially if you factor in his teacher's basically 10 years old. But as a first episode, it did alright of establishing kind of what's going on, his abilities or lack of, or whatever. The fact that the world is structured in quite a heavily class-based system. Either you're strong or you're a nobody. The city they're in is entirely education-centric, and the Roombas are like cockroaches. If you see one, there's at least 17 more in a square foot. So, I hope you enjoyed the first episode, and please don't eat any floor yakisoba. Honestly, I hope I wouldn't have to give you that bit of advice, but I've seen people eat worse. In fact, I've probably eaten worse. But ultimately, the main takeaway from this is, in a world where people have superpowers, why the hell would you be a delinquent pushing yourself on random people? You never know when they can turn around and just snap you out of existence. Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna stay home. I get to watch more anime that way. Maybe you'll join me there. So, get yourself some rest, because there's more to come. See you in the next one. If you want to be the electromagnetically accelerated coin to the dull school life that would be my channel otherwise, consider joining me on Patreon. So far, Sal, Raywind, Enema 1997, Shiwan, Stinsfire, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Big Boy, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else have shown that even if I am a level 0, they're willing to support me anyway. So, thank you.